Hello, Lakers. We are here for Game 5 of the Tipoff Senior Girls Tournament. This is a non-Lakers game. We're going to see Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles versus the John Caldwell Golden Knights. It is respectively both their last games of the tournament. I think they both have a 1-0 track record. 1-1 rather. 1-1.
1-1. The Golden Knights lost to Harvey and beat out, I believe, Heartland.
Yep.
And FCA.
Same story.
Same story.
So this is the it's gonna be a close game, I think. Both of their games against Heartland were pretty clear cut once it came to the fourth quarter, and most of their games with the Lakers were also clear cut for the Lakers come the fourth quarter. But these are two very close teams. We're seeing the Knights rocking the yellow now. We're seeing the tip-off start here. So we head off. It's going to be Kenya here. Driving to the paint. He's going to find Dobson. Dobson's going to try to put up a three-pointer. It's going to be a little short, though. We're going to see the recovery by Iziat. Three-pointer there by attempt by McAlone. It's going to be John Caldwell with possession here. Morrison bringing up. Looking for an opening. It's going to pass on to McCarthy. McCarthy's going to try to put it along to Kenya. Is going to get the ball. Dobson bringing it up now. He's going to find number 11. Three-point attempt there by Dobson, but it's going to be out of bounds.
Very deep three attempt there by Dobson. That was close to the red line.
All right, we're seeing Morrison here with the ball now. Going to have a beautiful C into Kate Toner, but it's going to be interrupted by FCA there. We're going to see a nice drive and attempt by Elziat. That was interrupted by Sturgeon there. Seeing Morrison now with the ball. Going to see a far pass, and it's going to try to see Jen McCarthy, but it's going to be interrupted by number 3 on FCA. It's going to be the Caldwell's ball, John Caldwell's ball. Kate Toner here looking to drive into the key. He's going to have to pass back, but it's going to be interrupted by Lauren Sturgeon. She's going to drive it up on the right side. She's going to get herself all the way to the key, but then going to pass out to Dobson. She's going to pass to McAlone on the three-point line. She's going to drive into the key, looking to make some space, but she's going to pass back. Sturgeon's going to go for a three-point attempt. It's going to be a little too much power. Rebound's going to be caught by number 11. Dion. It's going to be passed over to number 7 and out of bounds.
Eagles creating a good look there for their teammate, number 2, but couldn't just quite convert on that one. Still a scoreless game we have on our hands.
Dobson going to start off this play. Surrounded by defenders. Kate Toner really getting in there, but she's going to be able to escape. Kenya under the net with her height advantage. Is going to get a shot up, but rebound's going to be grabbed by the Knights, and we're going to see Morrison starting off this play on the aggress here. Kate Toner's going to drive into the key straight away, try to put it up, but she's going to get her own rebound, pass out. Going to find Morrison. Morrison's going to find Ryu. Passing around, we're going to make it all the way to Dion. Dion's going to try to put up a three. It's going to bounce off the rim. Rebound by Kate Toner. She's going to find Dion again, but it's going to be interrupted by Dobson. Dobson with the steal, going to rush up on the left now. Making her way into the paint. She's looking up to put up some two. But it's going to be grabbed by number 7, Morrison, for the Golden Knights.
FCA making some substitutions. We're seeing Kenya being checked out, as well as number 4 for the Eagles, McAlone.
Morrison starting off the play once again. It's going to be a nice C. Pass it around here. We're going to see Jen McCarthy here trying to bring it up. Going to find Kate Toner. And Kate Toner's going to drive into the paint trying to pass it up. But nice block there by FCA. We're going to see it back on the three-point line. Drive in once again by Jenna McCarthy. We're going to see Sturgeon trying to rush in here for FCA. He's going to get called, though. That's going to be a foul on to number 10, Kate Toner, for the Golden Knights. First foul called of the game. Iziat here with the ball. Gonna pass. Gonna see a nice see number 15, Haley Hansen. But possession's gonna swap over to John Caldwell. Nice C there by Morrison. Right under the net to Kate Toner. She's gonna put the first 2 points of the game here. Play's gonna start back up here. We're seeing Riley Dobson here with the ball. Trying to get to the wings. It's going to be a little bit of a fight for the ball. It's going to roll. Dobson's going to try to dive for it. It's going to be called, though.
Pretty aggressive defense we're seeing here by the Golden Knights. I believe they're running a 2-3 zone.
LZI out with the ball. Going to find Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to find Hansen. That's going to be Golden Knights' possession now as Morrison starts the play once again. Looking to find an opening. Is going to pass to Dion. Dion's going to see a nice C into Ryu. Possession's going to be swapped over by IZI with the ball in the right wing now. Looking to drive in. He's going to find number 6. McFarland.
Eagles relying on those 3-point shots to fall, but it just haven't connected on one yet. Timeout called by the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles.
So what are you thinking, Charlie? What do you think this game's going to go like?
Well, the Golden Knights have a very strong defense. As I said before, they're running a 3-2 zone, which means they have 3 players guarding the perimeter and 2 players guarding the inside. It's very heavily defensive, and it is quite hard. It takes a big toll on the player's stamina, but I think the Golden Knights have what it takes to pull it off. And the Eagles, they seem to be relying a whole lot on their 3-point shots, which they have fallen before as we've seen them play against Harvey, but I don't think they have quite hit one yet, so we'll see if they heat up later on in the game.
Yeah, that's for sure. In the Lakers game, they also had to rely on their 3-point shots, but their main shooter, Sturgeon, getting those 4 fouls right early in the Lakers game, really kind of hurt that play style, as she was one of the main shooters, and they had to swap 2 alternatives and try to play a little bit more in the center.
Yeah, Sturgeon also on the Eagles creating a ginormous inside threat for the Golden Knights. Every time I see a player drive baseline, she's right there ready to block the shot.
She's also been really good with the steals there, trying to switch over possession really quickly, and then she's really good at trying to get on the other side of the court before everyone else can catch up, making sure her team's ready to make some sort of play, and tries to capitalize on everything. Alright, here we're seeing play starting up after that timeout called. It's going to be number 15, Haley Hansen for FCA Eagles throwing in here. Looking for an opening. The team's kind of far back, but they're going to be able to see a nice C. But as I said, kind of too far back. Kate Toner's going to get control of the ball, but it's going to lose control. Dobson making sure that doesn't go out of bounds. Keeping this team going. That's going to go all the way to number 6, McFarland. Sturgeon's going to try to put up a far 3-pointer, but it's going to be unsuccessful. Rebound by Dobson, but Dobson's going to lose control of the ball. It's going to be a turnover there. Sturgeon with a nice steal. Driving in there, it's going to be Elziot there trying to put up 3. It's going to bounce off the backboard, or the rim rather, and it's going to be out of bounds. FCA's, or Golden Knights ball rather.
Long team attempt there by the Golden Knights, taking a step in too far to be inside the arc. We're seeing number 14 for the Eagles, Kenya, check it once again.
That pass is going to have a little bit too much mustard, and Kate Turner's not going to be able to get that one. Seeing a swap for Dobson's going to swap for McAloon. A common swap we see Dobson, McAloon, and Sturgeon usually swap a decent amount. All trying to fulfill the same role as pushing the ball forward. You see Elziot now trying to drive in, but it's going to get called.
3 in the key called there on number 14, Kenya, for the Eagles. Spending too much time inside the green box.
Do you have to have the ball to do 3 in the key?
No.
Or no?
As long as you're inside the 3 in the key, the key, you can get called for it.
Is that why I see players showing out of bounds instead of in the key? Makes sense.
That would be the reason why.
Alright, we're going to see McFarland here now with the ball. Trying to get a pass. It's going to be a little bit too much power, and Morrison's going to get the ball here. Almost losing possessions, but they're going to keep the turnover going. Looking around, Morrison's going to try to put up 3 there. And she's good for 3. That's what FCA's been looking for, but it looks like the Golden Knights are going to be able to put up 3. McAloon here with the ball now. Looking to pass in, going to find Kenya. Right in the key, trying to pass out. It's going to hit a defender, but it's going to bounce off to Sturgeon anyways. McAloon now going to try to put up 3. It's going to bounce off the rim. Rebound's going to be caught by McFarland. McFarland's going to bounce pass, but it's going to be interrupted by number 7, Morris, with a steal. Bringing over, nice far pass, but it's going to be interrupted by Sturgeon once again. Sturgeon driving right into the key there. Trying to put up 2, but it's going to get a shoving call, and that's going to be a foul on Sturgeon, I want to say. She drew a lot of fouls in the other game that we watched. She's a very aggressive player, and that's going to be her second foul already. No, something's wrong with this thing. I don't think she has 5 fouls. I don't think so. Seen Sullivan. Pass to Sullivan there. We're seeing McAloon now with the ball, getting on the right wing. Going to pass back to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to look to drive in, but rather is going to pass to Elziada. She's going to try to drive in, just going to go for a 2-pointer. It's going to bounce off the rim. Rebound caught by Dion. Dion's going to pass to Morrison, as Morrison's going to restart this play and see what the Golden Knights can get going. She's going to catch an opening. Sullivan's now going to get the ball. She's going to drop.
Gaining her second foul in a row there. It's not what you like to see as a coach from one of your stronger players.
That's for sure. I think that's her biggest issue, honestly, is drawing fouls. We saw that last game. As soon as she was benched, the team kind of relies on her for a lot of the plays to start, and she was benched, and then they couldn't really get anything going. We saw more steals, more turnovers by them, and more steals by Harvey as soon as she had to be benched because of the fouls. Sullivan on the line now. First one's is going to miss, but it's going to hit the rim. We'll see if she gets the second one going. It's up. That one's also out.
No rim violation called on Sullivan. There will be Eagles ball.
We're going to see
Sturgeon getting checked out.
McAloon's going to find Dobson. Dobson's going to get into the paint, going to pass back, find McAloon. McAloon's going to find Elziat in the corner, looking to drive in. She's going to stumble with the ball. Possession's going to swap over. John Caldwell. We're seeing McCarthy here with the ball now. Morrison now on the three-point line. Going to find Carthy once again. Jenna Carthy's going to pass it on to number 1, Toner, Marie Toner this time. Passing around, it's going to make its way to number 11, Dion. Dion's going to try to put a 3. It's going to hit off the rim. Possession's going to swap back over to FCA. Number 4, McAloon now with the ball, driving it up pretty quickly. Going to see a nice scene in McFarland. McFarland's going to try to put up a far 2. Rebound there by Hansen. Possession's going to be swapped over to Golden Knights once again. A little bit too much power on that pass by Dion. And Sullivan's not able to get it. Possession's going to swap back over to the Christian Academy.
Some more substitutions being created by the Eagles. Kenya being checked in, as well as number 5, Claire McGee.
Seeing Dobson now with the ball, passing around, going to find McAloon. McAloon's going to pass in, find Kenya. Nice steal there. It's going to be called. Nice steal attempt there by Dion.
Eagles already getting some early foul trouble. We're seeing Sturgeon with 2, and also their main post, Kenya, getting her first right there.
Pass into the middle by Mason to Sullivan. Morrison, rather. McFarland bringing it up now on the left side. Pass over to McAloon. McAloon's going to find Dobson. Dobson's going to pass to McAloon, and she's going to try to put up 3, and she's good for 3. Finally hitting that 3-point they've been looking for. Morrison's going to try to get some points back on for the Knights. We're going to see a pass to Dion. Possession's going to be stolen there, as there's going to be a turnover there. Dobson's going to try to put up 2. It's going to be a little bit too much power. It's going to find Kenya's going to try to put up 3 in a new position than normal. Still got that power to make it, but it's going to bounce off the rim. Good job getting it out of there. It's going to be McAloon.
Good move by McAloon. Euro stepping through defenders and getting a foul call.
Great job there. McAloon being sent to the line. It's going to be a foul on number 1, Marie Toner. Maria Toner. First one's going to hit the rim. Second one's good. All right, play's going to start back up here. Morrison's going to bring it up here. Morrison, nice C on to Kate Toner, but he's going to lose possession here. It's going to be Farland bringing it up. Going to see McAloon. McAloon's going to find number 12, McNaughton. McAloon's going to try to put up 3 off the rim. Possession's going to be still FCA, so they're going to be able to recover. Dobson's now going to try to put up 3 off the backboard. Still fighting for possession, but Morrison's going to be able to switch it over. Nice C, bouncing off of McAloon to Marie Toner as she's going to put up 2. McAloon trying to get some points, and she's going to. Great ball handling there to clear up some space. We're going to see Morrison now starting this play for the Knights. Going to do a quick handoff to Marie Toner. Kenya with the rebound, going to pass it on real quick to Nongton, but we're going to see Jen McCarthy fight for the ball there. We're going to see substitution for Ryu for Elziat. Let's figure out the plan here. Fire pass there, going to find Kate Toner. Possession's going to swap over to blue. Timeout called by the Knights. Very low scoring game here. Defense on both teams really strong. What are you thinking, Charlie?
Well, Eagles are playing a little bit rough. We're seeing McAloon scoring all 6 points so far for the Eagles. So they're having a little bit of a struggle getting warmed up. But McAloon seems to be taking the reins and leading their teammates to a close game. And the Golden Knights, as I said, they're running a zone before, trying to really mitigate the inside threat, such as Kenya, getting those rebounds and putting them back up. So they're really trying to double team the players on the inside and also the outside corners of the 3. So it is very hard for the Eagles to get some shots off so far, but they're working it around pretty good. I think they're playing a pretty good game.
Yeah, with that playstyle, it must be risky to you kind of leave some of the 3-point capability open for the other team, as you have a lot more players in the key. So you kind of got to rely that they're going to miss that, and then you capitalize on the rebound. And it has not been working in the Eagles' favor, as most of the three-pointers have resulted in as a turnover for the opposite team after the rebound. And
yeah, John Caldwell's been getting, I'd say, pretty lucky on the Eagles' part of things, because I've known them as a 3-point shooting team. They've always been an outside threat for Harvey, so I'm kind of shocked to see they haven't knocked down as many. And we're seeing a lot of the Eagles' turnovers being committed on the inside of things, trying to get into that post to work it to the outside for the open shots. So it's going to be interesting how this game ends out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited to see if they try to adapt or if they just try to counter the Knights here.
Well, we got a 6 to 7 games right now. John Caldwell's leading, so it'd for sure be the time to switch some stuff up.
Well, let's see here. We got Dobson with possession starting off for FCA. Going to do a quick pass on to McAloon. McAloon's going to go for a 3-point attempt, as we talked about. Unfortunate. And there's the rebound we were talking about as a turnover for the Golden Knights, or for FCA onto the Golden Knights, rather. Possession's going to be back onto FCA. Dobson's going to bring it up. We'll see if she'll attempt another 3-pointer here. Looking to drive in, getting so almost defensed out, but they're going to see a nice C into Kenya. She's going to be able to get herself into the key. But possession is going to be grabbed. Great play there by Dion. Morrison's now going to be one bringing the ball up on the right wing here. Going to pass over their normal play onto Marie Toner. As she's looking to pass in, going to pass back to Morrison. Nice C over there to Jen McCarthy. Jen McCarthy's going to try to go for 3. It's going to be unsuccessful. Morrison's now going to have control of the ball. She's looking for 3, but instead going to pass to Marie Toner, who has a more of open view. That's going to bounce off the rim. Sullivan using her height to regain a rebound once again. And this time, Kate Toner's done with these 3 points. She's just going to go in and put 2 in for the team. Seeing Dobson here in the possession. Making her way to the middle, going to pass to McAloon. McAloon's going to pass into Kenya. Kenya trying to get out of the key and make sure that 3 seconds don't build up. Alziak going to get into the key now. Pass out. Ball's going to roll out of bounds, and it's going to be...
Eagles keep possession. Let's see what play they draw up with this inbound.
They only got 5 seconds left on the clock.
We're seeing Kenya being checked out for number 10, Haley Hansen.
I think the plan here is just to run someone into the key and try to get it up. You don't have a lot of time to pass it around the three-point line. You need to drive in straight away.
Oh, great take by Matherin there.
That was a... I think you got to take notes on that one.
Thrown off the back of the
That is smart.
Inbounder.
That was definitely the correct play, and drawing the foul.
And having everyone else really far out so she had plenty of space just to go up for it. That's a
Great play. It could have also resulted in points, but this also could result in some points. First one's going to miss. Great play. Who drew the foul there, Charlie?
That would be number 11 on the Gold Knights. Yeah. Hayden Dion committed the foul. Oh, Eagles regaining possession once again.
Let's see if they try that play again.
Eagles coach yelling out a play. Not quite having enough time to set her feet. Shot falls up short.
So let's break that play down real quickly. So she aimed for the back because as long as it hits a player, it's in play.
Well, she threw it off the back to get the ball in play, and then she had to quickly step inbounds so she could grab the ball. And then she went straight for the net and drew a foul.
Really smart play.
Very creative.
I've never seen that done before, but it seems very powerful if you just aim for the feet.
Well...
But it was also the Golden Knights' issue with not kind of facing her completely and allowing her to make that. And good see by her to do that.
Yeah, the Golden Knights probably won't make that mistake again, knowing that Macklin will be inbounding the ball, to not show their back to her, because she will take advantage.
We saw, I'm pretty sure the issue was that they were looking at someone running into the key to try to get a quick 2 points up, but that's why their back was turned towards McAloon.
Exactly.
Who are our number one scorers here, Charlie?
Well, so far we got McAloon on the Eagles, leading with all 6 of their points. But for the Golden Knights, it's pretty even, but with Kate Toner leading with 4 points, and then Annie Morrison not leading too far behind with 1-3. So it's a very challenging game for both teams to get some shots up, as the Eagles are very tall and defensively threatening on the inside. And the defensive threat on the Golden Knights of their 3-2 zone, making the Eagles panic a little bit when they send over that double team.
I know basketball, but that sounds right. That sounds like you know what you're talking about, and we're hoping that going into the second quarter here, get some more points up. I wonder if they'll switch away from their three-point technique, as they are not being able to get those rebounds as they want.
Well, the main issue that I'm seeing with the Eagles so far is that they're taking 1 second too extra to toss that pass over to their open teammates, giving the Golden Knights a chance to recover and guard that open player. So if the Eagles can speed up their offense a little bit, get a little bit more comfortable on the floor, it was just the first quarter, so the nerves were still going to be there, then I think they can start to pick up and get some buckets.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that their fouls don't catch up to them. I find with FCA, Sturgeon especially commits a lot of fouls.
Yeah, coach is getting her back on the floor now as we're seeing her check back in for the second quarter, hoping she can block some more shots for the Eagles.
We're going to see John Caldwell with possession here. We're going to see Dion pass to Maria Toner. Maria Toner is going to pass Dion back to Maria Toner. Sullivan in the key, going to step out, then pass. 3-point shot attempt. That's going to roll right out, and that's by Morrison.
Eagles gain possession. Eagles now switching running points as we're seeing number 3. Dobson take the lead in the reins instead of McAloon. Maybe trying to create some open shots for McAloon.
McAloon's going to see a beautiful C over to Sturgeon. Set up in the corner. 3 attempt there, bouncing off the rim. Possession's going to be swapped over. We're going to see Maria Toner try to put up 2. It's going to roll off the rim. She's going to draw a foul, I assume.
McAloon getting her first foul of the game. Not in foul trouble yet.
Alright, first shot attempt here by Maria Toner, and she's clean. Doesn't even have to touch the rim, just goes straight in. She gets one more shot here. Sullivan ready to get that rebound. It's going to bounce out though. Macklun's going to get possession here. Going to take the left side. Beautiful C there onto Dobson. Dobson's going to drive into the key, but then pass to Kenye, who sees has control of the key here.
3 in the key, once again called
By
by
Kenye. I was about to say, I'm surprised I haven't called 3 in the key yet. You only get called in 3 in the key if your team has possession of the ball, correct?
Well, there is a defensive 3 in the key as well.
How does that work?
Well, if you're, it works the exact same way on offense.
So
if
you
you're spending-
can't put more defenders in there you can have a defender in the paint for more than 3 seconds?
Nope. To make it even on both sides.
Interesting. Macklin now. Beautiful C into Kenye. We're seeing the run in here by Marie Toner. Passing around here.
Great recovery.
Sullivan's going to try to put up. It's going to be blocked. Sturgeon on a little bit of a breakaway. Going to slow it down. Going to bounce off the rim. Recovered there. Possession on Morrison. Morrison has 2 defenders to pass, but they're just going to back up in position, ready for their play. We're seeing McCarthy is going to make his way to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to pass, but lose possession there when Dion tries to catch it. Dobson going to run right into the paint, looking to pass out. Passing around here, we're going to see Sturgeon try to put up 3, bouncing off the rim. Nice C to Maria Toner.
Kenye committing her 2nd foul of the night. Wouldn't be surprised to see a substitution here, as we do. Number 15, Haley Hansen checking in for Kenye.
I assume playing also center or post.
Yep.
Let's see what Maria Toner can do here at the line. 2nd time to the line, I want to say. Last time she was sent here, she was 1 for 2.
On that make, she ties, I'm assuming, her sister Kate Toner for the most points on the team with 4, but she can't quite take the lead.
We're seeing McAloon here with possession like normal. Nice C, I guess, but then Morrison was ready for that and is going to be able to put up 2. Great job by Morrison to see the ability to get a nice steal there. Dobson here is going to drive around the 3-point line, looking to pass out. He's going to find Elziad, who's going to pass into the key, or pass all the way over there, rather. It's going to be McAloon now trying to... Dion with great defense, almost out of bounds. Great job passing before that. Elziad going to try to put up a far 2. It's going to bounce out. Dion's going to pass over to Morrison. Morrison's starting to play now. We'll see if we see the pass over to Marie Toner, and we will. She's going to try to drive into the paint, but she's going to lose control. Possession is still the Knights, I assume.
Eagles coach is now giving Macklin a rest. She is still the only one to score on the Eagles, so we'll have to see another player try and take some shots.
Coach Mo Perez definitely proud of Macklon's performance and with the smart thinking of that play we saw at the end of the first quarter. Seeing Sturgeon here. Gonna find Dobson. Dobson with a far 3, or with a normal 3, I guess. Gonna pass it around, make his way to Morrison. Nice taking possession now. Marie Toner. Nice rebound by Sullivan. Sullivan's gonna get her own rebound, and this time she's gonna make sure it goes in for 2 points.
Sullivan getting her first bucket of the night. Or I guess the game.
Dobson here. Sullivan really trying to prevent her from passing, but she is gonna find a breakthrough with McFarland, who's going to make his way to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to put up 3.
There we go. That's the 2nd player on the Eagles to score. Knocking down a 3. To cut the Golden Knights lead to 6.
We're seeing Marie Toner try to put up a 3, but it's going to be futile, and possession's going to swap over. But out of bounds there by Dobson. Possession's going to swap over to the Golden Knights. We're going to see number 10, Kate Toner, swap for her sibling or cousin, Marie Toner, I assume. Maria Toner. You can only assume.
Can never tell.
Jen McCarthy throwing in is going to find Morrison there in the corner. Small pass there to Sullivan, knowing that she has the height to be able to get in there, but it's going to be unsuccessful. As the Eagles are going to take control here, flying right in. Dobson's going to try to put up two, but possession is going to swap once again. Morrison just going to slow down play, make sure that they can solidify some points here off this play. Going to do a quick pass right into the middle. Nice see to Sullivan, who's going to get her own rebound. And they get called for three in the key there?
No, that was a foul.
A foul? I assume the three meant a...
That was called on number 6 for the Eagles, I believe.
McFarland?
McFarland. For a second there, I thought it might have been called on Sturgeon. That would have been nice, having a third personal foul into the second quarter.
So we're seeing, just like the game against the Lakers, number 4 Sullivan is really good at drawing fouls for the usually the person who's playing center will get a lot of the fouls, but seeing the point guards also getting the fouls off there, trying to drive into the forward, or trying to prevent her when she's trying to get points. All around, really good at drawing those fouls. Nice see there. Gonna beautiful pass. We saw number 11 there, LZ Yacht, passing to number 13, Alyssa Hansen, who will draw a foul. On to number 10, Kate Toner.
That's her second personal foul. It's not quite in foul trouble, but never nice to have them stack up on you. First shot is no good.
So I can't exactly remember, when you get 5 fouls, you get an extra shot at the foul line, or do you always get 2 no matter what?
Always get 2.
You always get 2 in bonus.
Even if it's an A1?
The only time if...
No, even if it's not a shooting foul.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're still brought to the line?
If you successfully make your shot and get fouled, then you'll still only get 1 shot.
The only time where bonus does not apply is on offensive fouls.
A little bit of a fall there, but it's going to work out there. Slowing down the defenders as they're going to try to put up 2. Beautiful shot there by Sturgeon.
Sturgeon with the floater, connecting for her 5th point. Cutting the Golden Knights lead to 4.
Morrison
Sullivan being aggressive. Drawing yet another foul. Sullivan and Morrison pick and roll combo is working out for the Golden Knights. That has sent, I believe, Sullivan to the line for the 3rd time already.
As I said, she draws a lot of fouls. And this foul will be on number
13 for the Eagles, Alyssa Hansen. So that'll be her first.
Yep. That's the person who just drew the other foul on the other side.
Sullivan connected on the first one. Can't quite on the second.
But rebound there. Attempt by, I want to say, the second tallest player on the Knights, Jen McCarthy. Tessa's going to swap over. Sturgeon now. Nice see there. 3 attempt there. Rebound's going to be by Dion for the Golden Knights. They're going to quickly shuffle as Morrison gets ready. We may see the pass on here to Dion. We see Marie Toner and Dion have kind of the same role on the offense. Come over to the right wing there and swap the ball with Morrison and then attempt to drive in there.
Yeah, we're seeing Dobson check in for McFarland. Dobson running the point.
Dion is going to stop that pass, but it's going to go out of bounds. Just kind of moving them closer to the net, I guess.
Yeah, Eagles looking for Sturgeon in the corner. Now that she's hit 1, I think she might be on a hot streak. See if she can connect for some more.
Alyssa Hansen going to get control in the center.
Oh, big Golden Knights ball.
Seeing Coach Mo Perez being very vocal to his girls. Nice shot. Not sure if that was a 3-pointer. But nonetheless, beautiful shot by Sullivan there. Possession's going to be FCA's now. They're going to find Sturgeon, who's going to try to go for a shot right outside the key, but it's going to be no good.
McFarland being checked back into the game rather quickly for number 13, Alyssa Hansen. Backcourt violation committed by the Eagles.
Seeing some movement here. Getting ready. Jen McCarthy passing in, going to find Morrison. Morrison's going to find Dion. Dion's going to find Sullivan, but it's going to lose possession there. But Dion's going to be able to somehow get the ball from McFarland, but doesn't matter as FCA will finally get possession here as McAlone. He's going to be able to bring the ball up on the right side. Nice see onto Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to realize that if all of the Golden Knights are not in the key, so she can just step in there and get a quick two-pointer. Beautiful see there. Morrison now going to pass on to Jen McCarthy, or rather Madison Ryu. We're going to see Morrison getting 2 points, doing almost the exact same move that Sturgeon just did. McAloon here with the ball, bringing it up for the team. The Eagles looking for an opening here. They're going to find one, but it's not going to be a good one. Possession's going to swap over. Morrison now bringing it up. Looking to probably pass to the left here. Going to find Ryu. Ryu's going to pass back to Morrison. Morrison's going to pass to Dion. Dion's going to try to put up three. It's going to be a little short. Sullivan looking for the rebound, but it's going to be caught up by FCA. McFarland's going to pass to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to find McAloon. McAloon pushing up on the right side here. Going to stop at the three-point line and try to put for three. It's going to bounce off the rim. Sullivan's going to get the rebound, but it's going to bounce off her fingers, and the rebound's actually going to be by Sturgeon, who's going to try to put up two, but it's going to be invalid as Morrison's going to get possession off the rebound now as a turnover by FCA. You're seeing the swap over to Dion there, who's going to pass to Sullivan, who's now in the key. Back out to Morrison, who's going to attempt a three, but is actually just going to pass to Dion. Dion's going to pass all around, and it's going to make its way. Sullivan, who's in the key, who's going to try to drive in and put up two. It's going to bounce off the backboard. It's going to be McAloon for FCA regaining possession after that turnover, or after that rebound, rather. So he's going to try to put up a far three, but again, possession's going to swap over to the Knights. Morrison here looking for an opening. Going to see a beautiful C onto Dion, who's going to try to pass to Ryu, but it's going to be interrupted by Sturgeon, who's on a little bit of a breakaway. He's going to try to put up two, but too much power on the backboard there. We're going to see play finally stopped.
Timeout called by the Eagles. Maybe trying to give their players some rest, as Sturgeon and McAloon are the only two players who have scored for the Eagles. Sturgeon with 7 and McAloon not far behind have 6. So it is quite close. The game is 13-20. Golden Knights still have the lead.
I want to take this time to shout out everyone who's helping out with these games. First, our minor officials, who my vision is pretty weak. Violet McDonald, Aaliyah Nestrucht, and Holly Henry. It's Emma McFadgen, no? Emma McFadgen.
No, that's Holly Henry.
It was Emma McFadgen earlier. Holly Henry now. All right. A lot of back and forth. That's the correct. And then our coaches for the Eagles being Mo Perez, and then our assistant coaches being Jonathan McClune, Chelsea Holmes, and Emma Johnson. And then the coach for the Knights is Aaron McLaughlin. And everyone helping up here, Ashton Little on console and Cecilia helping him. I got my co-host here, Charlie Gregory on color. I got David White here on the camera, and I got Jay Gillett on the scoreboard. We're doing everyone a great job, and yeah.
Similar roster we're seeing here by Eagles.
And also a big thank you to Tim Nider for helping us set up our new mixer setup now, with helping us out yesterday when we were having some issue with audio. I forgot to shout him out yesterday, but he helped us fix our audio problems, and got to give him a shout out. All the way from Germany, watching every stream. We all miss ya. We're going to see Dion now on the three-point line. Nice see over to Marie Toner, who's going to be able to pass over there to Ryu. Ryu's going to find Morrison, who's looking for a three-point opportunity, but it's just going to pass. He's going to find someone who can take a three-point opportunity, that being Jen McCarthy, but she's just going to send that one out of bounds. Possession's going to swap over to FCA.
Good shot attempt there by the Golden Knights, just can't quite connect.
Nice pass there to McFarland. So he's going to go for a long two, but it's not going to work out there. But LZA with a rebound. Beautiful play there. In a sea of yellow, the blue is what comes out. Maria Toner off of the backboard there.
Sturgeon playing some solid defense.
Can find Dobson here. Dobson looking to pass out. Can find Sturgeon on the three-point line. She's going to try to put up three. It's going to bounce off the backboard, or the rim rather. Special's going to be the Knights now. We're going to see Morrison driving up on the right. It's going to find Maria Toner. Maria Toner's going to try to put up a long two. It's going to bounce off the backboard. Great job there by Farland, but it's going to step out of bounds. Probably may have been better to still let the ball roll out of bounds there, but drives there.
The play that you would want to look for there is throw it off one of the opposing player's legs to hopefully reset the clock and be able to inbound it from out of bounds.
She's definitely in position to do that. But sometimes it's hard to think of that on the spot.
Yeah. Another 3-point attempt there from the Golden Knights.
Switching possession over here. Dobson charging on the left. Going to slow down. The defenders are going to kind of be all around. Dobson's going to have a clear two-pointer, but the nerves are going to get the best of her. Morrison's going to grab possession here. Far shot by the Knights. It's going to be out of bounds.
Morrison committing a turnover, but you can't blame her for her amazing court vision. I mean, I've been seeing her throw some cross-court passes to open teammates that I can't even see from up here, and I have a sky Eagles view from up top.
We're going to see a little bit of fighting right in the middle key. Is there a name for that middle circle? Is it just there?
That's just where you do jump ball.
So it's where you do the
I
jump
don't
ball.
think it has a name. Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles do keep possession, or I guess regain possession.
Throwing in here. Elziat's going to find Dobson. Riley Dobson looking to drive in. Back to Elziat. Right through the key. Only 35 seconds left here.
A good drive attempt by Elziat, but just losing strength on the ball.
And
on
some
those
footing
last
there.
final steps when approaching the rim.
Morrison's going to try to pass out. It's going to make its way to Ryu. He's going to try to put up three. Rebound here. Time is taken down. You only got 20 seconds to make a play. And I think the girls know this. Sturgeon. Far past there. Just kind of going to no one. Beautiful seeing the Ziat there. He's going to get control of the ball. Clock ticking. Dobson has one more shot potential, but great screening there by the Knights, and that's going to be the end of your first half. Your final score being 15-20. What are you thinking, Charlie?
Well, both teams there are getting a little bit sloppy in those final 20 seconds. 20 seconds may not seem like a lot, but you got to remind yourself, every possession you only have 24, so in reality you should be able to use all 20 before taking a shot, and there we've seen the possession switch at least 3 times, some turnovers being committed by both teams. So in those type of situations, you really just want to take your time, and you realize it's the last shot of the quarter, so no matter what happens, you just got to take your time and believe you'll make it.
Yeah, great game, a great first half. I'm excited to see the second half. I think it's still anyone's game. Only a 5-point difference. That's just 2 3-pointers, and you already have the lead there. Mm-hmm. And if you go for a 2-pointer and you draw a foul, and you still get it, and then you get 3 points there. A lot of combinations to take the lead here. We'll be back with you folks at the start of the third quarter.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We got a close game on our hands against the FCA Eagles and the John Caldwell Gold Knights. Score is 15-20. Sort of a low-scoring game in basketball terms, but yet again, John Caldwell did score 43 points against our Harvey Lakers.
We're seeing Kenya back on the field here.
Yeah, Kenya checking back in as she did sit out, I believe, the whole second quarter due to
High fouls.
high fouls and the trouble she would have being double-teamed.
All right, let's see here. We're going to see some plays here. We're going to see Jen McCarthy looking to pass. Dobson's going to get in there and is just going to try to drive the defenders. Not being successful, but great play nonetheless. Morrison going to be bringing the ball up here. Going to do a quick pass on to Dion like usual. Nice C over to Ryu. Ryu's going to see Kate Toner. Back to Morrison, who's going to try to get into the paint. Going to pass back. Going to find Jen McCarthy. Three-point attempt there, but it's going to be futile. See Elziad passing to Sturgeon, who's already there on the three-point line at the opposite side. Going to find Kenya, who's in the paint. Pushing around.
Sturgeon connecting for her second triple.
Kenya almost called for three in the paint, I want to say there, but the point.
She was getting close. She's taking a lot of time sitting in that green square.
Another reason she was benched for the second quarter. Nice C right into there. Good defense here. Gonna roll out of bounds though.
I believe the ball comes off Kenya there, so ball will be given to the Golden Knights for a second chance.
Morrison looking to pass in here. Great job by Jen McCarthy creating an opening, but shot's not gonna have enough power. Kenya's just gonna chuck it to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's gonna almost lose control, but she will actually. But I guess it was her who pushed it out of bounds. We're gonna see Kate Toner here now with the ball. Gonna pass to Morrison. Morrison's gonna pass to Dion. Dion's gonna pass to Ryu. Ryu to Jen McCarthy. Jen McCarthy to Kate Toner. Kate Toner's gonna try to pass in. It's gonna bounce around, but Kenya, my apologies. McAlone now with the ball, driving right into the paint. Gonna pass out. Gonna find Sturgeon, who's gonna look for three. Gonna bounce off the rim. See some passing around. It's gonna be Annie Morrison now with the ball. Gonna pass in. Gonna find Kate Toner. Back to Morrison. Morrison looking for a three-pointer, but decided gonna pass to Dion. And that was the play. Beautiful three-pointer. Gonna hit a little bit of the backboard, but it's just gonna guide the ball even more smoothly through the rim. Dobson's gonna try to pass to McAlone, but it's gonna be an interesting pass as it slowly rolls out of bounds.
Eagles retain possession, having a second chance to cut the lead of the Golden Knights.
We'll see if McAlone does any of that shenanigans we saw at the end of the first quarter. Gonna find Kenya.
Kenya drawing a foul. She'll be sent to the line for two.
Kind of a turn of the cards there. We saw her committing a lot of fouls. Now she's gonna be drawing some. That foul was on number 11, Dion. Second foul of the afternoon. Kenya's first shot here.
Very high arc. Missing the first one, but has a second chance to cut the 5-point lead from the Golden Knights.
And the contest there is going to result in it going out of bounds and it switching over to John Caldwell's ball completely. As we're going to see Morrison go in, try to pass on to Dion. Dion's going to pass, or Kate Toner rather, is going to pass to Dion.
Both teams being a little bit sloppy here in the second half, not seeing as much playmaking or aggressiveness coming from either team.
Dobson with a nice C over to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to see Kenya in the middle. Kenya is going to draw another foul.
The first half was all about shutting down Kenya, and once the Eagles convinced the Golden Knights that they were a threat beyond the arc, Kenya is now left wide open underneath the basket.
It's going to be Morrison who commits the foul there for the Golden Knights. See what Kenya can do on the line this time. Really high up shot. It's going to hit the rim, but not go in.
Can't connect on the first. Golden Knights now having 3 players with 2 fouls on the team. We got Kate Toner, Annie Morrison, and Hayden Dion all having 2 fouls. Not in foul trouble, but definitely something to worry about.
That one's clear and good. A lot of spin on that one. Morrison's going to find McCarthy. Back to Morrison. Morrison going to make its way to Ryu. A little bit of stumbling, but she's going to get control of it. Kate Toner looking to drive in, get a pass out, find Morrison. Morrison's going to make her way past the 3-point line, but it's going to pass back. Still playing around that circle. Morrison driving right into the paint.
I'd have to say, well, I'd have to think that that foul was on Dobson as Kenya had her hands straight up. Yep. 2 shots will be given to Morrison.
First foul drawn by Dobson. That was Dobson who drew the foul, correct?
Yep, Dobson's first.
It's crazy she's been playing all game, that's her first foul. Even McAloon has a foul over to her.
In and out for the Golden Knights starting point guard, number 7, Morrison. Can she connect on the second? And she does. Morrison now with 8 points, leading her team in most points.
Alright, we're seeing McAloon going to pass it. Elziadi's going to try to put up 2. It's going to bounce around the rim. She's going to get her own rebound. But now Kenye's going to try to get in there. Morrison now with the ball on the 3-point line. Going to pass pretty close. It's going to make its way to Dion. And she's going to try to put up 3. It's going to curve a little bit and miss the net. Going to hit the rim. No, and McAloon's going to get control, bringing it down here. She'll make her way into the paint. She's going to try to put up 2. It's going to roll around and go in. That's 2 points for McAloon. And this close of a game, that's game-changing. Morrison now coming in, seeing what she can do here. Going to pass on to Sullivan. Sullivan playing outside, trying to make her way into the key sooner than later, and she will. She's going to try to get that rebound, but she's just going to passing to Sturgeon on Eagles. The Eagles trying to swoop in here. We're going to see
McAloon wide open in the corner.
It's going to be a little
Golden
short.
Knights getting lucky on that one.
That's for sure. Kenya trying to get the rebound, but it's going to be not successful. And we're going to see Dion try to put that in, and she's going to end up drawing a foul, I want to say.
Yeah, foul on McAloon. That was kind of questionable. Because McAloon had her hands straight up. Wasn't a blocking foul. She didn't commit enough contact, I don't think, to impede number 11 on the Golden Knights, Hayden Dion, from getting her shot off. But maybe the referee seen something that we didn't. The first one is good.
Dion, one of their best 3-point shooters, I want to say.
She definitely shoots a lot of them. She's only hit 1 tonight, but she does have 4 points, and that is her 5th right there. She connects for her second free throw, 2 for 2.
It's good to see.
Going
I think
100% on the line.
First time we've seen that in this game. Dobson coming up now on the right side. It's going to be looking for a fellow Eagle. She's going to try to find Sturgeon, but is instead going to find the bleachers. And
Dobson creating a lot of space for Sturgeon, but sending the ball over to their gifts table where we sell bells for the crowds to use.
I think she has something against our Lakers memorabilia. Good rebound there by Sturgeon.
Toner having a good look, can't quite convert. Soner being,
Elziad going to drive into the paint.
Teamed.
Sturgeon with a beautiful steal. Unfortunate there. Don't think she was ready for that not to go in, as the rebound's going to be unsuccessful, but they're going to be called on a travel anyway, so FCA is going to remain having possession. We're going to see number 15 here, Haley Hansen, for FCA passing in. Looking for an opening here. It's actually going to swap out. It's going to be McAloon, rather.
Golden Knights not making the same mistakes, showing their back to the inbounder, especially when McAloon's there.
A little bit of stumbling, but they're going to get control.
Sturgeon from downtown.
Nice 3-point attempt.
Comes up a little bit short.
A little bit short.
That looked to be at least 5 feet beyond the 3-point line.
All right. We're going to see...
I believe a foul was called on number 4.
McAloon with her 3rd foul. She's raking those up now. Seeing Maria Toner here. Going to pass to Dion. Dion's going to try for 3. Super close, going to hit the rim.
Gold takes possession of the ball as number 13 on the Eagles couldn't quite take possession. Alyssa Hansen having trouble getting to the ball before it rolled out of bounds.
Sullivan now. Going to roll around the rim. Sullivan's going to try to regain possession off the rebound, but she's going to be unsuccessful. We're going to see Sturgeon pulling up on the right here. She's going to drive right to the paint. She's going to roll the ball between the legs. McAloon trying her hardest to keep that in possession, but it's going to be out of bounds. Possession's going to swap over to the Golden Knights. Sullivan ready to get into the paint. Maria Toner bringing it. Driving just right in. Seeing the opportunity and taking the 2 points for herself. Don't need no team, just her. McAloon now. Gonna pass to Dobson, but Dobson's gonna unfortunately be out of bounds.
Unfortunately, Eagles are falling victim to their lazy passes here, throwing some rainbows, easy to pick off for the Golden Knights. And the Golden Knights have been aggressive all night, so they're having no trouble running and taking advantage. But as I say that, commentators curse, Golden Knights turn it over.
Nice C there. It's going to be number 5. He's going to find Sturgeon.
Dobson connecting for her
three.
first 3 of the game and her first points.
Great job by Dobson there. Morrison going to pass it on to Kate Toner rather.
Eagles now having a grasp on the Golden Knights game plan, as they have been quite lenient on their layups, so they have been crowding the paint. Golden Knights have only made 2 threes of the game, so Eagles are banking on them to start having to shoot them.
Dobson here with possession on the right side, looking to break through. It's going to fall into the hands of Sturgeon here. Beautiful seeing to Hansen. Hansen's going to try to put up 2 off the backboard, fighting for it. Dobson.
Kenya checking back in for Hansen, I believe, yep.
You're seeing McFarland here. He's going to make its way to McGugan. McGugan's going to pass to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to find McGugan once again. 3-point attempt there off the rim to the other team. Kate Toner especially here with the ball. Going to pass back to Morrison as they go into their normal routine. For once.
Oh.
May have been a misplay there, but
well, that ball was definitely going to the Eagles.
Mo Perez seems pretty happy actually that she went for that though and was able to
well,
get the idea, because there is cases where that would be the play.
Well, you can never get mad at the hustle of your players for if she did get that ball and she would have had a wide open layup. So it was a good gamble, I should say, but can't quite come up with the 2. No, but that was a call on the a timeout on the Golden Knights end of things. I think the coach is seeing some things that they could improve on. Maybe some of their players aren't quite in the exact position that the plays they want to run. Or maybe he might just be drawing up something new, just to give it a try, as they do have a lead. I wouldn't say comfortable lead, as they're only up 6, 24-30. But definitely these tournaments are a time to start trying some new things for when league games roll around during the season.
Taking a little bit long with their timeouts. Both teams vitally needed this, I think. Now let's see if they can cook up.
nobody on either rosters are in foul trouble, except I'd have to point out McAloon does have 3 personal fouls. So if she does get another one, a 4th personal foul, then it would be a smart choice of the coach to take her out of the game, maybe save her for the final minutes of 4th, and maybe even play her the entire 4th and hope that she doesn't get fouled out. Because she has been one of their leading scorers, having 8 points still. Sturgeon being the second with 10.
Dobson here going to start possession off. Nice C there. McGugan's going to be able to get that one. McFarland here driving in. Going to take Kenya over there.
Kenya causing some problems for the Golden Knight, being sent to the line for the 3rd time. That foul was called on Alyssa Sullivan. That is her first. Normally it's Alyssa Sullivan drawing the foul calls. We've seen her at the line many times as well, but this time she commits one. Kenya can't quite commit on the first one.
See what the second one looking like.
No rim violation will be committed. A little bit too much arc on that one. Not enough. Not a good enough angle to reach the net.
All right. Morrison coming up here with the ball. Going to see a nice C into Maria Toner. She's going to fight for the ball.
Golden Knights calling a box. I'd say they're looking for an easy layup here, because they do have a pretty tall roster on.
Nice block there by McFarland. Gain possession. Going to quickly pass to McGugan, who's on a little bit of a breakaway. It's going to be unsuccessful. Sullivan getting the rebound, bringing the possession back to the Golden Knights. Morrison here. Just going to see the opportunity in the paint. No points scored there. Dobson now going to come up on the right side.
Sturgeon, that one was almost in. McFarland taking a shot, that one's over. But that would be Kate Toner slapping that one out of bounds. Or not Kate Toner, rather, it'd be Hayden Dion. Dobson looking around, finding McFarland. She keeps it in. Kenya picking it up. Oh, she just throws it up. Maybe trying to draw another foul there.
Maybe. Unsuccessful, though. Far 2-pointed shot by Morrison. Not sure if she realized she wasn't on the 3-point line.
Sturgeon taking her time, looking for an open lane.
She's going to have the ball here. Nice pass, but it's going to be blocked, but recovery by McGugan. Going to make it back to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to find Dobson in the corner. He's going to try to put up a far 2. It's going to bounce off the rim. Morrison with possession now. Nice C onto Dion. Dion back to Morrison. Morrison's going to get her foot in the paint there. He's going to lose control of the ball. He's going to have to fight some Eagles to try to get it.
Good defense there by the Christian Academy Eagles. Eagles have playing some more heads-up defense, and I think they've stopped a lot of the points from the John Caldwell Golden Knights. It was a very dominant first half for John Caldwell, but they've only scored 10 so far, and it's reaching the end of the third.
See what else is left in store for the last minute and 26.
McAloon getting checked back in, so the scoring potential for the Eagles has risen.
Nice C onto LZI. He's going to try to drive into the green. Good recovery by McFarland. He's going to try to put up a 2. It's going to be unsuccessful, and ball is eventually going to be slopped over, but a turnover committed there by Maria Toner. Great job by Dobson and Isaiah to make sure that stays in, but it's going to be chucked out of bounds.
Dobson, I believe, seeing the open player, Haley Hansen, underneath the net, but the tall defenders of Sullivan impeding her from throwing a straight line pass.
Sullivan going to try to get up there. Going to end up drawing a foul. It's going going to be a first foul on player number 11. How's the yacht? Timeout called for the Eagles.
Coach maybe trying to, well, definitely trying to cut the lead of the Golden Knights before the start of the fourth quarter and maybe give them a better chance to take this one home. Leading scorers for the Christian Academy are still Lawrence Sturgeon, her with 10 points of her own, and then we got McAloon with not far behind with 8. So, not too big of scoring, but enough to keep them in the game. On the John Caldwell side of things, we got Sullivan. She's got 7. And then we got Annie Morrison, and she has 8 of her own. And then can't forget about Hayden Dion. She has 5, and then Kate Toner with 4. And then Maria Toner, she has 6. So, John Caldwell sharing the ball very well, getting points on all sides of their rosters between point guards and posts. And Annie Morrison is doing a great job finding her open teammates and even creating some space for her own. We've seen her take a couple of open jump shots in the last few minutes of the third.
Now let's see what they can do with the last minute here. Starting off with the foul line. Foul line here with Sullivan. Once again there. Unsurprisingly, it's her. Oh, unfortunate shot there.
Can't connect on the second.
Can connect with the second one. Will connect. See McAloon here. Nice see to Dobson. Great job there, McAloon. Gonna see Iziat. She's playing right outside the key. It's gonna bounce around a little bit, but Hansen's gonna get control of the ball. The possession will be lost.
Gold will gain possession, hitting the ball on the foot of number 15, Haley Hansen of the Eagles.
Dion rushing in there. Morrison, rather. A little bit of contest there, but McFarland's going to have the upper edge. Moving real quick. Pass is going to be interrupted. Morrison going to find Toner. It was good for 2. Nice pass there. Tim McFarland, who's going to go for another 2. Dion. McAloon's going to try to put up some points. He's going to bounce around a little bit, but that's good. That's a good way to end the quarter there.
Technically that shot should not have counted, as it did hit the black bar on the net, so no basket called by the referee.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate, as the refs did not call it, so kind of misled McAloon there, thinking that she got lucky, thinking the refs never seen it.
She probably knew that she'd hit the beam, just hoping that they wouldn't see it.
I think so too. She was standing at the end of the quarter, waiting for the ref to call something, because she knew herself that it was out of bounds and wouldn't have counted. We're entering the fourth quarter now.
It's been a long game. It's been a close game too.
Yep, close all the way. Has been in between 5 and 9 points, really, just in between that range. No team, I don't think, has taken a double-digit lead, and it's been close the whole time.
Golden Knights almost breaking past that tradition of going back and forth, as they have now a 9-point lead.
Yep.
Still salvageable, especially if there's a few turnovers, a few steals, and a few power plays made by the Knights.
Yeah, the Golden Knights started to take a lead there after Kenya and Sturgeon were both subbed off. Sturgeon being their, I'd say, best scorer on their team. And Kenya also just being an inside threat, constantly just ready for those pick and rolls and to pick off those easy rebounds for easy points just to be put right back up. So I'm assuming they'll both be subbed back on the start of the fourth, maybe even keep them on for the rest of the fourth. McAloon, I can see her maybe sitting off a couple of minutes due to her foul trouble that she's in. She does have 3 personal fouls still, but we are seeing her starting, so if she gets a fourth, I can't imagine that she will be put on the bench just for safety reasons, because you need some sharpshooters and some scoring potential in the last final minutes.
Yeah, you're definitely right, Charlie. Foul trouble may be the deciding factor of this last quarter here. Starting off here, it's going to be McCarthy here. Passing in Morrison like normal, making her way down. She's going to find number 5.
Kenya played some heads-up defense.
Nice
Staying
pass
tight
out.
on Maria Toner.
Morrison going to find McCarthy. Playing right outside the key. Going to make his way back to Morrison. Sessions going to swap over. Sturgeon coming up on the right. Going to find McAloon. Trying to put up 3. It's going to hit the backboard, or the rafters, or the supports, I guess.
Yep, once again, fallen victim to the black bars holding onto the backboard. McAloon now pressing.
Jen McCarthy here with the ball. Nice overhead pass to Sullivan. Sullivan's going to find Ryu. Ryu's going to find Maria Toner. Maria Toner's going to drive into the paint, try and put up 2. It's going to go over the rim. And we're going to have a little bit of fight there. Nothing called there. We're going to see Morrison now right around the 3-point line. Pretty much in the middle. She's going to look for 3. Nothing called, or no points though. It's going to be Sturgeon now for the Eagles. She's going to lose control of the ball. And we're going to see Maria Toner get in the ground to make sure that the ball goes to the Golden Knights. Sullivan, we're going to see a call for a travel there. Dobson with the ball here. Going to pass to McAloon. McAloon right into the key. Kenya, he could not solidify the pass. Going to fight for it. Make sure to get out of the key pretty quickly. And we're going to see a little bit of a reset here as the Golden Knights have the aggression here. Playing the offense. Going to find Toner. Toner's going to get in there. This time, instead of rolling all across the rim, it's just going to roll the opposite, or the same side. McAloon now with the ball. Going to find Sturgeon. Sturgeon's going to try to put up 3. It's going to be a little bit too much power, and it's going to bounce off of Dobson going out of bounds, and that means it's going to be the Golden Knights ball.
Not Golden Knights, I should say, but Eagles are having some trouble scoring now.
A little bit of pass around, but it's still going to be Morrison with the ball after all that. Great block by Sturgeon. It's not going to be that effective long run, but it was still pretty flashy. Going to pass right in, beautiful C into Ryu, who's going to have to pass out of the key though, and quickly get out of the key. And there we go. Morrison going to put up a 2. Or that's going to be a 3-pointer. McAloon now. We pass into Kenya. Travel. Morrison's going to try to pass in, but it's going to be interrupted by Dobson. Dobson for the Eagles is going to pass around, and McAloon's going to try to put up 3, a little short. Kenya really trying to get possession, and she will. Passing out to El Ziyad, who's going to try to drive it in. Going to pass out to Sturgeon, who's going to try to put up 3. That's going to bounce off the rim. McAloon now in the paint fighting. Going to get called for shoving.
Foul call being called on Golden Knights number 3. That'll be her first foul of the night.
Jen McCarthy.
Jenna McCarthy.
A lot of vocalization by the coaches here. Ready? Gonna find Dobson, but Dobson's gonna have a fight for that one. He's gonna be able to get out. There's gonna call on a travel.
Timeout being called by the Golden Knights. Probably a good idea, as we're seeing a lot of turnovers, not only on their side, but both sides. I believe I've seen a travel call being called on both of them at least twice. Maybe just due to the nerves of the final quarter, trying to close out the game.
Yeah, a lot of travel calls, a lot of things, a lot of small mistakes.
Yeah, Golden Knights now even taking, I'd say, a pretty comfortable lead of 12 points.
It's not like you can see if you're here supporting the Brighton Christian Academy Eagles. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know how long I was muted there for, but sorry we didn't pick up on that mistake.
7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Down by 12. They got to be creating some sort of plan here. You got to switch something up, because so far their game plan of putting it inside and working it to the outside for some open shots hasn't been working, as Sturgeon and McAloon haven't hit their main three-point shooters, and Dobson haven't quite hit as many as they'd like to keep this game close. But it looks like they just have kept with the same plan all night, hoping that some player were to get warm and then they feed the hot hand. But the 3-2 zone is troubling, because impeding them to get inside the key, inside the three-point line even.
All right, guys, we're going to see Maria Toner now. She's going to find her way into Morrison. Beautiful block there by Sturgeon, but recovery like we saw earlier. Morrison passing around here. Sullivan in the key. He's going to lose control of the ball. Almost called for 3 in the key, I want to say, but be able to get out of there in time. Dobson going to take a shot right outside the key. Bouncing all around. Sullivan's going to have... Jen McCarthy, rather, is going to fight for the ball up against Kenya, but possession is going to go to...
Kenya getting the Eagles a second chance at offense, but she will be getting checked out here for number 15, Haley Hansen.
McAloon going to be passing in here.
Great take by McAloon.
All right, we're going to see Maria Toner getting in there. Putting up another 2. Classic. One of their best players is good at driving into the key and putting 2 up. Nice seed to the corner there. Sturgeon's going to bounce around the rim, though. Morrison now playing around the three-point line. Going to pass it off to Jen McCarthy. He's going to try to put up 3. A little short. Dobson, the only one under the net, is going to be able to grab the rebound for the Eagles as they're going to come in on the left side. He's going to look to drive into the key, but he's just going to pass back instead. McAloon's going to try to put up 3. Rebound by Dobson. Morrison making sure that they can't get another rebound. Possession's going to swap over to the Knights. Morrison's going to try to put up 3 now. It's going to be a little short. No one's there to grab it. It's going to be out of bounds.
Golden Knights now getting a little bit tired now. Maybe a little bit too tired to start shooting some three-pointers that they have ended up short on. I'd say the last 3 shots, so they've all been air balls. So maybe they want to start aiming towards the inside of the arc now for some scoring opportunities.
Going to lose the ball on her feet there. It's going to roll in. Dion's going to make sure that they get possession there. Sullivan going to try to put up 2. And she will. We'll also draw the second foul on player number 11. That was Zayat.
She's only got 2 fouls, so no foul trouble for Christian Academy. She can't quite convert the and one, but they will retain possession by number 3, Jenna McCarthy.
Sullivan going to pass out to Morrison. Morrison's going to try to make her way into the paint. He's going to pass out. Going to find Kate Toner. Kate Toner back to Morrison. Morrison considers the 3-point, but is going to drive in instead. It's not going to be the play until she draws that foul, which will end up.
Abby McFarland now committing a foul. She only has 2.
See if Morrison can get some shots on.
5 minutes left remaining in the 4th.
Well, let's see what she can do here. First one's good. And second one's going to roll out. 1 for 2 there. Let's see what McAloon can do here. McAloon's going to find Elziot. She's going to get into the paint. Bounce off the rim. Morrison going to pass on to Dion. Dion's going to find McCarthy. McCarthy's going to find Morrison. Morrison playing outside the paint, looking to pass. Shot clock is ticking. Dion's going to take a shot here. Bouncing off the rim, resetting that. Sullivan's going to get the rebound, but then turnover. It's going to be possession of Sturgeon here. He's going to run it up. It's going to bounce off the rim. She's going to get her own rebound, but it's going to fall out of bounds.
Both teams now making some substitutions. I think some new faces checking into the game. Number 7 for Christian Academy, Jaina McGugan, rather.
You know what? Your pronunciation probably is more correct. You know me. Nice shot attempt there, but it's not going to work out. As the Knights are going to run up the court. Kate Toner is going to find Dion. Sturgeon now has possession. Going to be some saps there from McGugan.
Gold gets possession.
Mason here. Looking to drive in. It's going to be a pass, and it's not going to work out. Possession's going to swap over. Beautiful pass there to McFarland. Great play there.
McFarland picking up her first 2.
And a beautiful 2 at that. Morrison now with the ball. Going to do a quick pass over to McCarthy. Sullivan's going to try to put up a shot from the foul line. It's not going to work though. McFarland going to pass back. McAloon going to drive into the paint. Put up
That
2
rolls in and out.
right around the net. Morrison now coming up with the ball on that 3-point line. Being careful of it. So if she does shoot you on the 3-point line, looking to break through. Just going to pass instead. It's going to make its way to Dion. It's going to attempt a 3-point. It's going to be off the rim.
More substitutions being made by the Eagles. Number 12, Rebecca McNaughton now checking in. In number 10, Olivia Young. Reaching deep into their bench, see if they can come up with any answers for the 3-2 zone. McAloon committing a turnover.
Now what you want to see with this score at this time of the game?
Well, getting desperate, down by 13 with only 2:30 left.
Do you think it's time that they start draining the clock here, or do you think they still try to look for points?
I'd definitely be taking my time, not running down and shooting, using all the time I can.
Looks like on accident that's kind of what they're doing. Sullivan in the key now, going to try to put up 2. They're going to lose possession back to FCA.
McAloon taking her time. Working it around the arc.
It's going around. McAloon's going to find Nice shot attempt there by number 10, but it's not going to work out. Morrison with the ball here. Definitely just wasting time. Kate Toner going to try to drive in here. Probably going to pass out. I think she has to. Gets called for double dribbling. Beautiful job by FCA to block her out there, but ended up wasting more time than probably the benefit of them having the possession here.
FCA now subbing out Lauren Surgeon for number 5, Claire McGeegan.
Not sure if that's the play, but I think this game is solidified.
Minute 30 left. They may be hanging up the white towel. Or the white flag, I should say. Maybe
the white towel.
Yeah, the white towel.
We're going to see some passing. It's going to be Hansen, or McNaughton rather. And Morrison here, as we enter 59 seconds left. She's going to try to put up a three-pointer. Bouncing off the rim. It's going to be out of bounds. There'll be some substitutions made. As I think this game's final score may have been reached.
Another jump ball.
Scrapping in the paint there.
Possession now be given to the Eagles.
See if they can get a couple more points on the board before the end of the game. Nice C into Hansen. And let's go. Olivia Young getting her name on the board. She's good for a 2. They got one more play here. As a 3-point attempt, Morrison is going to...
Morrison putting the nail to the coffin. Not giving the Eagles any chance to come back.
In this game, only has 2 more seconds left. Kate Toner going to start off this one. Going to pass to Morrison. Only 10 seconds roughly left on the clock here. And she's going to dribble it out.
And that will be it.
Great game by both teams. And,
the FCA Eagles will come up short, 13 points, 31-44. Golden Knights will take the win. Their record being for the tournament 2-1. Beating out Heartland and now FCA, but falling victim to Harvey. FCA close to the same story, beating Heartland but losing to Harvey, and now the Golden Knights. So they'll end with a 1-2 record. And now we'll see the final match of the tournament, Heartland versus Harvey. Harvey 2-0.
See if they can close it out.
Heartland, I'm unaware of their record, but I believe they're 0-2.
Alright, a couple of awards here to wrap things up. Our Black Grocery and Cafe Player of the Game for FCA, number 3, Riley Knox.
She played a great game.
Yeah, pretty obvious choice there.
And for John Caldwell, number 1, Maria Toner. And a couple of tournament all-stars announced, one for each team. For FCA, number 2, Lauren Sturgis.
Surgeon being the MVP for the FCA Eagles for the Tipoff tournament in Harvey. Between her and McAloon, you really can't go wrong there. Sullivan also being a solid choice. As much work as she did, it's hard to not give her the All-Star Award.
Final game, Heartland versus Harvey.
Alright, you ready, Ashton? Not yet. I'm not got the cue. I'm just making sure you're good. Now? Sure, just go with it. I don't know.